We've all heard the phrase leave your comfort zone. But what exactly does that imply? It may sound like a simple phrase, but sometimes giving advice is simpler than taking it. Fortunately, I've learned a few things about the liberation that comes from attempting new things and breaking free from self-imposed constraints. I'd want to share some of the things I've discovered that, while initially unsettling, have offered me delight, excitement, and chances. Embracing new experiences can benefit your life and work in more ways than one. Those fresh experiences have the potential to influence your life and professional path. Ready? Here are some ideas for getting out of your comfort zone and achieving new things. 1. Make changes to your daily routine. This is a simple one because there are so many possibilities for change. Leave early, park a little distance from work, and go for a walk. Walking for fun is a lost art that was rediscovered during the pandemic. Staying put and avoiding unnecessary travel, awful. But no one said you couldn't go for a stroll. In fact, there are few greater methods to develop social distancing than by going for a walk. A brief walk is a pleasant way to pass the time during your lunch break. Do you watch the morning and evening newscasts at the same time every day? It's best to avoid it. Take use of the time by reading a book or listening to music. 2. Learn something new. I have a very valuable Fender folk guitar that has traveled with me from place to place. Of course, it had been 35 years since I had played it. Then I noticed that a nearby art center offered lessons one day. I enrolled on the spur of the moment. It was great to reconnect with that part of myself. Learning to play a musical instrument is a terrific way to broaden your horizons, but there are many more options. Take a horseback ride, make a model plane or car, or enroll in a college course. Try an unfamiliar spot for a weekend getaway or vacation. 3. Physical change, mental change. You may make a physical change, such as starting a workout program and eating a different diet, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, with the guidance of a physician. Arranging the first step by making an appointment with your physician and seeking guidance can be a major step out of your comfort zone. Physical activity can improve your mental health. Unplugging is another way to boost your mental health by taking a break from news, noise, and devices. Even if you only take a 1-hour break, the calm you experience will be worth it. You might find that you enjoy it so much that you make it a point to do it every day. 4. Face your fear. The night before speaking class, I would usually toss and turn. It was something I dreaded. The teacher had a favorite activity that I despised. She'd scribble themes on scraps of paper and toss them into a hat. She'd walk down the aisles, stopping next to a pupil who was picking up a piece of paper. If you were the victim, student, you'd walk to the front of the class, consider your topic, and give a 3-minute speech. Then, as I ventured out of my comfort zone 3 times a week, something strange began to happen. Well, I've become accustomed to it. Comfort zones, I discovered, were amusing in that the things you feared became things you felt at ease within the comfort zone. Do you have any other anxieties that prevent you from venturing outside of your comfort zone? Making lists of the worst that could happen and the best that could happen is one method to deal with these worries. Focus on the best things that can happen if you get to face your fear. Accept that the worst things that can happen may not be all that bad. 5. Get out there. Have you ever attempted a recipe that was a little out of the ordinary? Have you written down your feelings on the season or an occurrence from your day? Have you recently redecorated your office, house, or backyard? Get it out there and see what happens. If you're frightened of getting a negative reaction, posting a personal achievement or event can be intimidating. Take a chance and receive some feedback, both positive and negative. Every like will bring a grin to your face. 6. Make your first step. Every day at lunch, I used to work with a guy who talked about how all he wanted was a cabin in the woods. To my knowledge, he never followed through on that wish. He didn't start saving $10 or $25 a week for that objective, for example. The longest trip is said to begin with a single step, and this is true. People may wish to run a marathon, but because the distance is so frightening, they do not begin. Your attitude will alter if you set a goal and break it down into manageable chunks that you then start working on. Because you're on your way to achieving your objective, you'll be able to think positively about it.